And now, you know, drum roll, reason number one for why I wanted to start the YouTube channel. All right, y'all. So it's gonna seem corny, but just rock with me, okay? Rock with me. Whoa. What's good, YouTube? Busy fan, what it do? I got the workstation behind me. Later on, I'm gonna hop in there, create some more content, edit some more videos, because the grind don't stop. But as you can see, we back with another video. I'm too hype about it, too excited about it. If this video is your first time coming by the channel, thank you. We got our first video we need you to check out after this, or you could even pause right now. Check that one out. Like, share, subscribe, get in the comment section if you want to, then come right back here, finish this one. But for everybody who did have a chance to check it out, thank y'all, Busy Fam, for all the love and support. For everybody who liked the video, who shared it with somebody else, who hit that sub button, who was in the comment section going crazy, I appreciate y'all. I never would have thought our first video would do as well as it did, and that's all because of you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be all about why I decided to start the channel. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. So like I said, we finna get right to it. Top 5 reasons why I decided to start the channel. Just had to go ahead and change to my tracksuit real quick because it's comfortable. Love my tracksuits. It's Nike, black and white, you know. You can pretend it's Balenciaga though, the ones that look like socks. Anyway. Nope. Reason number 5. I'm trying to get paid. I mean, straight like that, simple. I'm looking at all these young YouTubers since I've started watching YouTube because, you know, for me and my generation, I feel like we didn't really care about YouTube when it first started. We kind of just was like, okay, something else to go along with Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all these little social media things. And then I would say about 2017, I'm like noticing like the same names that keep popping up because I like to play PS4 on my downtime. And I kept seeing the name Pretty Boy Fredo pop up, you know, over and over and over. So I check him out. And then long story, medium, I just seen like how he was just getting money just using the internet. So that's another thing too. Just shout out to all the young, I'll call them entrepreneurs because they just using the internet as their platform, as their own business. So shout out to all the young entrepreneurs just using the internet to their advantage, you know, turning it into a business, marketing themselves, branding themselves. So shout out to them. But I'm like, I need a piece of this pie because I got, you know, my son, you know, shout out to Xavier. That's who was in the welcome to my channel video. That first video, he was doing the intro to the Illuminati intro. So shout out to him. You know, he gonna go to the NBA and all that, and that's good. You know, he gonna be able to make sure that my whole family's good. But, you know, I still got him right now before the NBA. So I'm trying to take care of him. I'm trying to take care of my wife. We got bills. At the end of the day, I'm looking at all of these young people real quick, and let me show y'all exactly what I'm talking about real quick, just so y'all can get an idea. You know, check this out. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is, like I said, this is the intro that my son was doing on that first video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. This is crazy. Look at this. I'm not even really into designer stuff like that. Here go the intro. Hey, my son killed that. Shout out to Xavier, man. Hey, man. So, anyways, look at this, though. I'm not even really into designer stuff like that. Like, but the Gucci sweater, the Gucci backpack, you know what I'm saying? That racer chair behind them that probably cost somewhere around $300-$400. Like, usually I don't really care about stuff like that, but when you got real life stuff to take care of, like I do, I'm just like, hey, I need a piece of that pie. This is Pretty Boy Fredo. I mentioned him earlier. It's crazy. Tell me that ain't me. Tell me that should not be me. Like, the shoe collection, and if you don't know, like, I used to have a shoe collection. It was kind of crazy. It wasn't nothing like this, obviously, but it was, you know, it was decent. I think it was decent for the average person because I was never really able to get, like, just any and every Jordan as soon as it came out when I was younger. Thank God for my mom. I mean, she, you know, whenever I did well or whatever in school, or just was, you know, on my stuff with the behavior, she was like, okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to copy some J's or whatever. So that was every once in a while. But, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't, like, rich or nothing. So when I would go to, like, the Boys and Girls Clubs or whatever, and I see all the other kids walking around in the, or not even walking around, running around, dirtying up all kind of just J's, that I'm just like, dang, like, that's crazy. Like, y'all can actually just throw them on. Like, it's like nothing. He got enough shoes to low-key start, like, his own shoe store. And I just feel like that should be me. Like, that could be me too. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just trying to get paid, just like everybody else. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I'm not even going to lie. That is definitely the reason. But time for reason number 4. All right. So reason number 4, y'all, of why I wanted to start the channel. I was talking to one of my boys, and he was like, you know what, man? Like, we are playing video games on our downtime because, you know, aside from, you know, working full time, aside from spending time with the family, because on the weekends, you know, I like to try to visit family whenever I can. And then aside from going to the gym, another one of the things that I like to do is me and my brothers, we play PS4. And so one day he was like, we're playing it anyway, so we might as well just start streaming and just put everything that we're playing, put it on the internet. And so from there, that just also sparked the idea, well, if I'm going to be streaming now, just trying to put use to that time and trying to get a check off of that, then I might as well keep up with the formula that I see everybody else doing and go ahead and have a YouTube channel to go along with that. So at the end of the day, it was just the simple idea of, oh, we're going to be doing it anyway. And I know that it could be successful because me and my photographer, we said, you know what, let's go ahead. It's going to be a risk, but let's go ahead. Let's get some equipment. He'll be the photographer. I'll be the DJ. And we started this like small company. It was called Fingerprint IE. And basically it was just a one-stop shop for people who wanted to put on events. So they could just hit us up. He would take the pictures. Sometimes I would do videography for the event or the party or whatever it is. And then I would do the music. So they could just go to us and knock out 2-3 things at one time. So we did that, just did a little test and experiment. Next thing we know, with just some networking, some hard work, just self-promotion. He was doing photo shoots. I was doing campaign parties. It was crazy for people on the board in my district. And we even got offers to do weddings. We did a wedding. We definitely did parties. It was crazy. Even one school even had me do a few of their formals, their winter formals. So that was crazy. So when we looked at that, we were like, we could actually do something with it if we actually apply ourselves. Whatever we want to do based off of that experience, we can have success with it. So he was like, yo, since we're gonna be doing it anyway, we might as well go ahead and just try to do it. Go ahead and stream. Go ahead and make the YouTube channel. So here we are. You know what I'm saying? Busy fam. We about to do it. We about to make it happen. Which takes us now to reason number 3. Reason number 3 for why I wanted to start the channel. I wanted to, of course, make money. Of course, I was going to be doing a lot of similar stuff for free anyway. But I also felt like it was going to be a challenge. So reason number 3 would just be the whole challenge aspect of it. Like, I'm the type of person that, of course, when I don't have to do, you know, intense amounts of work, or I'm the type of person where if I don't have to do work like that, then I won't. But at the end of the day, there are some times where I don't mind a challenge. And sometimes I even, you know, I get hyped in front of certain challenges. So this was one of those challenges where I was like, oh yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to take it head on. I don't want to like live and see everybody just trying to use YouTube or Instagram or Twitch or whatever it is as a way to get extra income, and me wonder like, what if? So I was like, man, we about to take out that what if factor for show, and we about to just give it a shot. So at the end of the day, it's going to be one of those healthy challenges, and I just feel like everybody needs a healthy challenge in their life to keep them motivated, to keep them going, because everything could be so stressful, especially with like a lot of stuff that we know is going on every single day. So just things like this, a healthy challenge to just keep me motivated, keep me inspired to just do more, be creative, think of more things, you know, stuff like that. So that's all it is. But now that takes us down to reason number 2. So reason number 2 for why I wanted to go ahead and start the channel, it just seemed like, aside from, of course, wanting to get paid, aside from the fact that it seemed like I was doing it anyway, aside from the fact that I wanted to challenge myself, it just seemed like something was always like pulling me to like towards the media side, or even like the social media side of life, to where this wasn't even really around too many years ago. Like 10 years ago, you didn't have like half these things blowing up the way that they are now. So it was just weird that once it came on the scene, and I kind of like, you know, I saw little things, I saw Twitter, I saw Instagram, and I was slow to really react to it all. Like, I didn't really care about a Facebook when that first dropped, and like, you know, people had Facebook like crazy, and I was just now really getting into like MySpace. So it was just crazy, like when Facebook came along, and then, you know, Twitter. And I knew a few people in college, dorm mates, that had Twitter, and I'm like, what is this? Twitter, this is whack. I'm not finna write down every thought of every second of every day. For what? Like, I could just talk to people. I was much more the person that rather talk to you in person instead of being on my phone, or you know, being on social media trying to talk to the person. But as time just kept going on and on, I'm just like, okay, I'm starting to get used to this idea of social media, and something just kept pulling me towards the media side of stuff, like making videos. It just always seemed like I would be making videos at work that were above and beyond what the job was actually asking me to do. Like, they would just ask me to make any small, you know, little video, and it just seemed so fun for me to just really dive into it and make the video bigger than what they was asking. Or even on the social media, when I fully gave into it and, you know, wanted to do an Instagram, at first I'm like, oh, followers, who cares? Pictures, who cares? I don't really care. I'll make one just to have one. But then once I really just got into it, I felt like it was super fun to like find new and different ways to get followers, find new and different ways to create a picture or create a video that was going to get noticed by other people. And then like the reception you get when you create anything, whether it be, you know, you take a nice picture, or whether it be you create a dope video that has all these crazy effects in it, when you get that reception that's like, oh, that was cool, that was dope, it just fueled me to want to keep going. And then I just couldn't shake the thought of like, what if you just were on these platforms and had your own channel, and it was something more large scale? And I kind of tried to like ignore it, like over and over and over, like let me forget about that. You know, I'm working full time, there's no time to do it, or it will be an inconvenience to my family to do it, or, you know, I'm not going to want to put in the work to do it, all that kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, I was just like, you know what? No more excuses. Like, I'm going to just start something, and I'm going to just have fun with it. And wherever it goes, it goes. But if I enjoy doing it, then chances are it could take off. So at the end of the day, it was just, like I said, reason number 2, it was just something that just kept pulling me towards trying to see what this is about, because I naturally just have fun with it. So yeah, so it's that. And now, you know, drum roll. Reason number 1 for why I wanted to start the YouTube channel. All right, y'all. So it's gonna seem corny, but just rock with me, okay? Rock with me. So I already talked about like the challenge of it all, and how like the challenge, I already talked about how, you know, there was just a pull always just pulling me towards this side of what life has to offer. how I was gonna be doing it anyway, it seemed like. And I already talked about like the money side of it, but once this thing takes off and once this thing blows up, of course, like the money is gonna come with it. Maybe even some notoriety. I don't really care about the fame or like being a celebrity. I would actually much rather go ahead and get paid off of it, but still not be a celebrity, because I want to be able to still go to the movies or go to the grocery store or whatever. But of course, money's gonna come along with it. So my number one reason for wanting to just start this platform, or not even start the platform, but my number one reason for wanting to get on a platform like YouTube or Twitch and just, you know, just showcase what I'm doing is I'm hoping that at the end of the day, I can just use all the wisdom that I've gotten over the years to really just help people. Like, I want to definitely use these platforms as a way to help, as a way to contribute to life. Because even in my career, my whole career is all about like just kids and the youth and trying to like help them and guide them and that kind of thing. So now, like outside of my career, when I'm just now on my downtime and I'm now just doing this as a hobby, hopefully making money off of it, it's just going to allow me to just touch so many more people more efficiently. Like, I'll be able to help people that I would have never even thought about helping in whole other cities, states. I mean, you never know who's going to see your videos, maybe even in other countries, but just starting with my local neighborhood, I would love to be able to make extra income off of this, and while maybe paying off some of them student loans, just pull up to like a Del Taco. I had this crazy thought. I mean, y'all gonna probably think it's so corny, but I had this thought the other day. I pulled up to Del Taco and I saw this lady, right? Her name was Delia, or I mean, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't even know, but it was Delia. She couldn't have been no taller than like 5'2" or 5'3", like a middle-aged woman. And I'm just thinking like, dang, like she up in here, she's grinding, like she's on her stuff at Del Taco, like just being, you know, at the cash register or, you know, taking over the drive-thru or whatever. And I'm just like, how crazy would it be if I had so much income that I could just roll through, order my burrito, and when I get to the front, pay for my burrito, and then just hand her just like $1,000 and just be like, here, you know what I'm saying? I see what you're doing. I see that you're grinding. You here, you're doing what you have to do. And just people like me out here appreciate you and what you're trying to do. So here, boom, here's $1,000. Or how dope would it be for me to just be walking around a high school and I just see a kid and, you know, people are probably just picking on him, just shooting on him or whatever. And they talking about his clothes, talking about his shoes. How dope would it be for me to have that extra income to be able to just pull up and be like, here, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what your situation is like, but here's $500. You know, tell your parents that, you know, I gave it to you. Boom, go get you some shoes or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like an extra income like this, just off of the strength of it being like a fun hobby for me and extra money for me and my family, we will go ahead and, you know, handle what we have to handle, take care of business or whatever, because you can't help nobody else if you don't help yourself. But beyond being able to help ourselves more, I would love to be able to help other people. So it's just going to be dope, man. It's going to be a wild ride. It's going to be a grind, definitely. Consistency is key. But the number one reason for starting the channel, man, I just want to be able to help other people. I want to help other people in any way I can. This channel could be an escape for other people. Everybody else, you know, with their situations going on, they just come to our channel, Busy Fam, and, you know, they just check out some content and they just relax before they get back to it, you know, before they get back to their grind. So there y'all have it, man. Reasons 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 of why I decided to start the channel. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Go ahead and drop a like for your boy one time. Share the video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that sub button. Make sure your notifications is turned on because you don't want to miss a new video when it comes out. And I will catch y'all at the next video. See ya.